Hi you guys, welcome back. My name is Carrie Penny. I am the Happy Crafty Homemaker, and today we're going to have a chit chat video. So I am probably going to use a thumb that I actually took for a different video, but I'm going to kind of splice the content of that video into this video and kind of hit you with two birds, one stone, chatty style. So if you're here for the WIPs or the FOs or project talk, that's not really going to happen in this video. Come back on Thursday and we will have a show and tell where I have a ton of WIPs to talk about and an FO that I can't really talk about in complete detail. So just to tease Thursday's video a little bit, you know, get a little excitement going for it. There are a couple comments here on the channel that I want to address. A couple have been sent to me in email and PMs. A couple of them have been left in the comment sections of videos. One, yes, we're still doing the taming of the stash. Saturday's video shows that. I just haven't had visual progress. So it's a little hard to walk you guys through where progress has happened because there's nothing to really show for it. But in the same context of taming the stash, in reading Saturday's comments, I want to thank you guys so much for the support, and I want to thank you guys for noticing life here isn't perfect. And I wanted to kind of talk about the reoccurring comment of my organization. So a lot of my life really is organized or time allocated. And a lot of that has to do with I do better on a schedule. Kitten just walked by the door. I do better on a schedule mentally. It helps me to stay focused. It helps me to actually get things done. I feel less scatterbrained and less stressed out in the course of the day if I kind of stick to a generalized schedule. So when things throw my schedule off, I do tend to get a little manicky and overexcited and a little irritable. So I do live a life of repetition, and that's what works for me. It's not something that is innate to me. As I've mentioned before, I do have a house cleaning schedule. I've shared it in the Facebook group. I did a whole video talking about it here. There are multiple different versions of housekeeping, time management schedules for how to get things done around your house, keeping things dusted and vacuumed and tidied so you never have like that big, oh my God, I've got to scrub everything down from top to bottom because we're expecting company for this, that, or the other thing. You know, you hit some key areas, but generally your house stays pretty tidy by following some sort of schedule that includes big tasks, you know, whether it be monthly or annually, like your floorboards or your baseboards, your windows, behind the refrigerator kind of things. It does just help me get all those things done by having daily checklists, monthly checklists, check-in checklist. There's also like, instead of doing like spring cleaning or fall cleaning, there's a list of things that just need to be done annually, like changing your furnace filter, changing or cleaning your coils on your refrigerator. And those things just help me remember to do those things. So yes, I do live a very structured life, and that has carried over into crafting. Now, I've said this in my goal check-in videos. When it comes to my crafty schedule, my crafty goals and stuff, these aren't must do. These would be nice to get done, or I want to not forget these things because I forget a lot of stuff. I was actually joking with the girls in the sweater collab group the other day that I'm pretty sure I forgot to put pants on the other day. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot to get dressed today. We're going with a tank top, pajamas, and that I never changed out of, and I just threw a cute little top on over it because I got busy. It was raining this morning. My back was hurting, so I didn't go out for my walk. So I literally just forgot to get dressed, and here we are at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm still in pajamas because I've been doing other stuff all day. I haven't had to leave the house, so I never thought to get dressed, but it is a day where To be honest, I forgot to get dressed today. So I'm ditzy. I forget a lot of things. So writing things down and putting things in a list or putting things in my notebook really do help me. I am also very gratified by being able to tally things and mark things and see what I perceive as being progress made. So that's one of the reasons why I weigh projects. You can tell how humid it is as my glasses are getting all moisture collected there, but it's still raining. 3 o'clock in the afternoon and it's still raining. I didn't start till after I got back from Costco yesterday, so it's not so bad. But I find encouragement and gratification doing things like weighing the projects. Now, that's not something for everybody, and that's perfectly fine. When I see people saying they want to be organized like me, though, I know what you mean. Because I used to see people I thought were organized, and I still do see people who I think of as being organized and go, oh, I want to be them when I grow up. But this is a very learned skill for me. I am one of those people that is very cluttered physically and mentally, and I'm very hygienic, but I like piles of stuff, and I end up with piles surrounding me constantly. So one of the things, you know, the last year and a half have really been focusing on controlling excess, controlling things we don't use, starting to purge things that we don't really like anymore, we're not using anymore, they're not adding value to our life anymore. Instead of holding on to those in case we decide we like them again, letting go. I am not a minimalist. I will never be a minimalist. I will never even come close to being a minimalist. But I do need that little bit of something extra that helps me not feel overwhelmed in my own home. So I just want to say, for me, this is, even starting my channel, by the time I had started my channel, I had already begun reprogramming myself to this type of organizational mindset for about 2.5 years, maybe. It started before we moved into our previous house. I started with the weekly chore list. On Monday, I vacuumed and dusted everything. Tuesday, I would mop everything. Wednesday was big laundry day. Thursday, I think it was like groceries and food prep. Friday was generally my day off. Saturday was the day we did other errands like lawn work or, you know, running external errands aside from food related errands. Sunday was a day of rest. So I would take Friday and Sunday off, generally work Monday through Thursday and Saturday on this list. And then like Friday would also be a catch-up day. If I didn't get something done the previous week, I could get it done then, or something in the current week that I didn't get completed, like that last load of laundry that sat in the dryer overnight. It is very muggy. Sorry, I get very thirsty when it's very muggy. It's almost like you can't sweat, so you can't cool off, and it's kind of gross. But yes, so this is something, even before I started this channel, I had a list of things I had made. I had a list of things I wanted to make based on like the state fair requirements, what events and categories there were in South Carolina for the South Carolina State Fair. So we had been down that rabbit hole for a long time. I had been going down that rabbit hole for a long time of creating what worked for me. And then a couple years, I guess about 1.5 years ago now, I shared what's for me, my master list that included like my daily chores and stuff like that. So what you're seeing is many years of working at this. This isn't something that's natural for me. So when I say thank you, but it's something I learned, I genuinely mean it. And it's, you know, I watch channels like Clutterbug and The Awkward Mom and people like that that also aren't necessarily organized by nature, but have developed their own process of how to organize. Now to the point like Clutterbug has her own business organizing other people's homes for them and for their style. So yeah, like it's kind of two things at the same time. Thank you for noticing my mess, because I promised you guys in the beginning, and I still hold true to that I will share mistakes. I will share errors. My life is messy. Life is messy, and that's okay. So thanks for noticing that on Saturday's video when I was sharing like where I work on the sofa with my 900 projects strewn all about my half of the sofa. I take up like the love seat and my half of the coffee table and everything. There's like a circle around me of project stuff. And then you look at my husband's side and there's nothing on his tabletops or anything. And it's really funny to me. He has his own areas of clutter and mess, but that's mine. As far as like, but that's okay. There's nothing wrong with being a cluttered, organized mess. And if you really want to get organized like me, find a method that works with you and stick to it. It's not, sorry, I had to get the moisture off my glasses. It was driving me insane. Find the method that works for you, and it's going to take trial and error. It's going to take work to figure out what is really going to work for you, and be patient with yourself in that process. But it has to be something intentional that you are doing, whether it's for your crafting or your daily life. It's got to be something that's intentional. This has to be something that you're focusing on, you're thinking about, you're working on continuously. So, and when you fail, you're going to have days of failure. When you fail, forgive yourself for the failure and just start over again. It's not about obtaining perfection. It's about becoming more organized. Organization is not perfection. It's an ongoing process. So that all kind of encompasses one thing that I wanted to talk about, because I see that over and over again, and I kind of wanted to address it directly in a video, because it's not something I really talk about in videos. Because when I get into stuff like the homemaker side of Happy Crafty Homemaker, those videos tend to not do well, and I see a lot of decreased interest in my content for about a month and a half afterwards. So it is what it is, but at the same time, like, this is a reoccurring theme. These are reoccurring comments, and I do think they need to be addressed. So it's worth the risk of somebody not liking the theme of it. I have a feeling there'll be a lot of thumbs down on this video long before people get to the second half of this, which is actually about content on this channel. So I'm kind of hitting a dead zone in my brain of what the next kind of continuous concept should be. The continuous video series should be here. You know, we have the unboxing of my personal subscription boxes. We have the review subscription boxes. We have right now taming my stash, which I'm looking at like walls and walls of yarn, feeling like I've done nothing on. Like I said, no visual progress. There is progress. It's just not visual progress. Not down here, at least. My WIPs and UFOs are making progress. But I'm wondering what you guys really want to see as continuing content. I know there have been a number of suggestions made. Some of them I think could work. Some of them I think are a little bit more difficult to work. But I would like your guys' input on this, because I think this is our community. I'm just kind of hosting the community. So I'm kind of wondering what you guys would like to see from me. There really haven't been any new yarns on the market that are particularly exciting. It's a lot of rebranding and rehashing of things we've seen in years past. So there's not really a whole lot of in the summer releases for me to even review. And last winter was the same. There wasn't a whole lot being brought out on the market that's actually new or different that was worth reviewing. What would you guys be interested in seeing? What are some of the questions maybe that you guys would like to see me answer? What do you guys want? Because after July, I will be hitting a rut other than Taming the Stash and Show and Tells and the regular review series, because I'll do probably some form of Vlogmas in July just for fun. And I'll be focusing on a lot more Christmas projects, Christmas cards. I would like to finish my snowman I started last year. I have some yarn pulled to make some Christmas socks. So July, I kind of have stuff to share with you guys. But I'm just wondering what you guys would like to see. So hence why I'll probably actually use the thumb for the other video where I'm like, in my cute little sweater that I crocheted, because I like that thumb. It turned out cute. And I even photoshopped in a little question mark already in my hand. So I'm kind of wanting to get like your guys' feedback on this, because I'm out of ideas. I'm running short on ideas of what to do as something I could do more than one video on, because eventually the well runs dry. And I know like one suggestion was going to like a yarn company and buying the most expensive yarn they produce and comparing it to the least expensive yarn or the most expensive yarn they sell and the least expensive yarn they sell. Curiosity about what the most expensive yarns are, curiosity about what the most budget-friendly yarns are, which unfortunately I've kind of already covered in a lot of my things, you know, reviewing Hobby Lobby, I Love This Yarn, Premier Anti-Pilling, Lion Brand Woolies. I've kind of hit a lot of like my favorites. I don't think I covered Vanna's Choice, but it's really been on the market for so long at this point. It's only had 2 major changes in it. The labels changed, but the yarn has only changed twice in 20 years. So I don't know what you guys want to see. Anyway, I don't want to sit here and just keep babbling, but please leave a comment down below with your ideas, your thoughts, your feedback, anything like that. I know I said a lot, but this is really like a low-key thing. I was sitting upstairs working and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So like normally we were like well past when I would normally film. And this is actually being filmed on Tuesday. By the way, I just got done watching Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, the movie. It was the cutest little horror movie. It's what I wished Fear Street had been. Anyway, I just thought it was cute. Just throwing it out there. But I was watching that and I was working on the project that I can't really talk about part of it, but I'll talk about the other part on Thursday. And it'll be done tonight. But I was like, I knew there were things I wanted to talk about and I was trying to think like how to maybe smush this into a video, how I really wanted to come at this, how I really want to talk about it. And this is what we're getting. But I just kind of wanted feedback on this, see what you guys think. See what you guys want to see. What do you want to see me talk about? You want my opinion on what? Maybe that's what the name of this video ought to be. Anyway, I love you guys. I will see you on Thursday. I promise I'll be a lot better prepared for filming. I will actually change out of my sweatpants and tank top that I slept in last night. Or at least that night. Anyway, I love you guys, and I will see you real soon. Bye, guys.